Welcome to this new Flight Simulator update movie. In this movie, we're gonna look at the latest additions to the marketplace for Flight Simulator 2020, the PC version. In total, 30 new items have been added to the marketplace this week, and we start with the first one, which is the 0OR8 Sutton on Rogue Airport, released by Backwood Studios. They created this airport, which is a short 15-minute drive from the conveniences of Medford and the Rogue Valley International Airport. Sutton on Rogue and offers a quintessential riverfront living experience. Pretty cool. What did they do? Well, they included the airport features at 2,500 feet, grass runway, a lighted helipad is available for helicopter landings and takeoff at all hours, as well as it's in the picturesque Rogue River and lush landscapes. Custom indoor and outdoor aircraft spawns with few options also, and high quality physically based rendering, PBR and custom textures, as well as animated elements like people, hangars and farm animals. So that's really cool. In addition to that, they also changed the night lighting to be more realistic, and a unique road designs and landscapes to enhance the overall aesthetic, and 5 custom 3D modeled buildings with detailed interior environments. So let's have a look at it. So here you can see one of those screenshots. And you can see it, they really spent some time on all the details, right? So also the fences, but also including the, I would say, the nature around the airport. So pretty cool. You can also swim if you, as you can see, swimming pools. Then the lake itself. Nice cars. And then we've got the airport, right? You can see cracks in the I would say in the roads, which also makes it more realistic. So pretty cool and nice one. Then the next one is from VA Systems. They released the A320 flights London Gatwick Echo Golf Kilo Kilo volume number 1. This allows you to both practice, I would say, departures, but also in some cases landings. But in this case, they did it a little bit differently because they released a package which can be used for the A320 and will take place in the early morning hours, right? Last week they released the first one for JFK. But in this case, they released it for London Gatwick. 119 routes are included from London Gatwick. So allows you to fly across the UK to Europe and a lot of other things. So that's really cool. There are 4 liveries which are included, as you can see. But those are from VA Systems themselves. And here's one of the screenshots for them. Then we've got the A320 routes, EasyJet volume number 3. In this case, you will get more routes for the A320 from from the UK hubs of EasyJet, London Luton, Edinburgh, London Gatwick, Manchester, Bristol, and across the channel, across the English Channel to various Spanish destinations. So you'll fly from the UK to Spain using 32 routes, and of course the liveries are included. And here's one of the screenshots. Then the next one is the A320 schedules Virgin Atlantic volume number 3, similar to the one for EasyJet. Only this one is applicable, of course, to Virgin America. A320, 24 routes are included. It will bring you from the Midwest to the Rocky Mountains to the Gulf Coast and the center of America to Los Angeles and San Francisco. And again, liveries are included. Then we've got the airport base training, Los Angeles, Kilo Lima Alpha X-Ray. And this is the one which I initially mentioned for the first package of VA Systems. This allows you to take off, circle around and land again. In this case, at Los Angeles International Airport. So 4 runways are at that airport, right? So you can practice a lot, and you can practice using the A320, Boeing 747, as well as Boeing 787. Keep in mind that for the Boeing 787, you will need to have the deluxe version, else those missions won't be included. If you've got the deluxe version, then you can fly 72 unique scenarios from this airport. Then the next one is the Airport Challenges Virgin Atlantic volume number 2. This allows you to, let's say, challenge yourself by using two iconic aircrafts, the 747 as well as the Boeing 787. Again, the Lux version of Flight Simulator is required, and then you can experience or train your takeoff and landing skills at USA airports. So each mission has its standard instruments for departure, SID, before joining a standard terminal arrival route. And we'll add in total 264 scenarios to Flight Simulator. So really challenging. And again, the liveries are included. Scrolling down the list, we will find the airport SID training Hamad, Oscar Tango, Hotel Hotel, again, by VA Systems, 18 standard instrumental departures. From in this case, Hamad Airport, the A320, Boeing 4747, and the Boeing 787 can be used, which results in 324 unique scenarios, assuming you've got the deluxe version of Flight Simulator. And again, liveries are included. Then, if you thought we have enough, well, not exactly, because we also have the airport star training Beijing Capital Zulu Bravo Alpha Alpha. Same three aircrafts, A320, Boeing 747, and Boeing 787. However, you depart from Beijing Capital International, where you can practice 12 standard terminal arrival routes. And so you can practice your landing skills. In this case, 216 unique scenarios, which is really cool. And of course, have fun with it. I would say liveries are also included. And again, the disclaimer, 787 only for deluxe versions. Then we've got Fly Too High. They upgraded Belgrade City, which is in Serbia. So what did they do? They added a lot of things. So they added dozens of detailed skyscrapers higher than 150 meters, as well as 6 bridges and several stadiums. And if you do that, you will get this. And I would say, I don't have to say probably much anymore, because this looks really great. You can see that there's a lot of detail to this nice city in Serbia. So enjoy it if you want to buy this package, of course. Then we've got the C130 livery pack number 2 by Captain Sim. Keep in mind that for this one you need to have the C130 Hercules from Captain Sim. So the Brazil Air Force, France Air Force, as well as the Australia Air Force have been added. And if you would do that, then you will get this, right? So it's the Brazilian one, the Australian one, and the last one, which I've of course forgot. But you can see a lot of details are here. So that's really cool. Then we've got Cargo Ops Formula 1 2024 Imola by VA Systems. They release this package for every Formula 1 say race there is. And then you can use the Boeing 747 as well as the Boeing 787 with the 10 Formula 1 2024 team deliveries. And that can be done either using the Boeing 747 as well as the Boeing 787. Again, disclaimer here that you need to have the deluxe version of Flight Simulator if you want to use that on the Boeing 787. Yeah. Similar package is Monaco, right? They did the same thing. In this case, specifically for Monaco Grand Prix, which is around the corner. So have fun with this one also. Then we've got departure challenges, American Airlines volume number 3. As the name already tells you, you can use the standard instrumental departures, which American Airlines is using outbound from the origin airport. And they selected several airports in Mexico, which allows you to practice your departure skills. 180 unique scenarios, so that's a lot. And again, the mission pack is, the delivery pack is included. Then we've got, here we are, the extreme challenges, Princess Juliana, Tango November Charlie Mike by VA Systems again. So if you love challenging yourself, then you can practice your skills using the extreme challenges, using 6 aircrafts, the Diamond DA-62, the Cessna 208B Grand Caravan, the Cessna CG-4 Citation, the A320, Boeing 747, as well as the Boeing 787. And then you can fly from this or fly into this nice airport. In total, 36 scenarios are included, right? So you can practice, and of course, deliveries are there. And then you can practice your landing skills at this beautiful airport, which, if you approach the airport, you will go over the beach. Then we've got Perfect Flight. They released the Flight Operations United Airlines. So what they did is they replicated the flight operations of the pilot from American Airlines in this case. American Airlines, right, founded in 1903 and operates over 1,500 flights per week to more than 200 destinations in 35 countries. So what did they do? They added the classic routes from and to Chicago, Boston, Jacksonville, Port-au-Prince, Murada, Rapid City, Calgary, Oakland, and Albuquerque. And you can choose how to start the mission, right? You can start from cold to dark, or you can, I would say, do everything from the runway, for example. Really depends on what you want. What they did is for the radio communications, they are handled by the co-pilot and flights are professionally planned and include real SID, star, and incidental departures. And there's a video also included, and it has more than 100 custom sounds. The good thing is that they also included deliveries for the default Asobo airplanes. So you will get deliveries which you can use to make it even more nicer. And they say that you need to have the premium package for the Boeing 787. 12 IFR flights, really cool. And this is what they have included. So a lot of new scripts. And if you install that, then you will get all these nice mission packs. Then we've got FS Birds Caribbean by South Oak Corporation. They're known for their bird packages, which will add birds to the flight simulator. And I would say, what did they treat this time? In this case, the Caribbean region. So multiple types of birds, including pigeons, buzzards, eagles, gulls, and geese. And all birds are fully animated. So the fly range for the birds in altitudes from the surface up to 11,000 feet with random flight tracks. So you need to watch out. And here you can see some examples of the package, which includes birds, pigeons, and other type of flying things. Then the next one is the first aircraft. It's the Horten IX V3, the HO229. It was a German prototype fighter bomb, which was designed by Reimer and Walter Horten during World War II. And you can now fly it in Flight Simulator 2020. Keep in mind, the pilot model is not included. It includes a manual, 18 liveries, a night fighter variant, as well as the wooden prototype. And what did they add more? Custom flight model with a lot of things, right? The wheel borrow takeoff effect, the stable and low and high speeds, pushback available, custom pilot animations, custom sounds, gouges, engine flames, engine heat glow, custom APU stores and sounds, a lot of things. So it looks pretty cool. Well, if we look at the images, here we go. You can say watch it and enjoy it, right? It almost looks like an octopus, but it looks really nice. So again, this was a prototype, and you can see that they really spent some time on it. Everything in German, which is, say, makes sense, right? Because it was developed. And a quick checklist in this one. Also, the engine exhaustion is heated. Navigation systems are integrated. And it comes with multiple liveries again. And you can see that there's a really a lot of, say, time spent on details like this, these cables and other things. So pretty nice one. And the next one is from RK Bridger. They're known for their bridge updates. In this case, Jacksonville, Florida bridges, and where they added tons of bridges or upgraded tons of bridges, as you can see. I'm not going to go to all of them, but again, this is a serious package where they updated it. And if you apply those bridge packages, you will get bridges elevated, say, across, above the water, I should say. And that really adds more value compared to some of the bridges. So here's the area which is covered, right? So a pretty serious area. A lot of nice bridges, right? Including the lightning, which they implemented. So pretty cool. Then if we scroll down the list, we will find MK Studios, which have upgraded LaGuardia Airport Kilo Lima Golf Alpha. It's near the heart of New York City, as probably everybody knows. If not, then you know it now. What are the features? Quality rendition of LaGuardia, detailed terminal interiors, animated AA hangar doors, up-to-date construction and grounds, and there's a working null VDGS devices, so that's also really cool, which will help you uh, doing the approach of your, I'd say, taxi spot, not taxi spot, at your gate. Sorry, handcrafted 3D models of buildings, jetways, and various aircraft facilities. Custom 30 centimeter per pixel satellite image covering the airport. Elevation image is included on high quality LiDAR scans. Custom up-to-date ground polygons with lines, dirt, markings, and other details. Realistic lighting. Custom point of interest around the airport. Also pretty cool. And it's AI compatible. So also AI parking codes. So, and if you apply that, then you will get this. And here you can already see the dirt on the roof, but also the dirt on the, I would say, aprons. But it looks really, really, really cool. You can see the screens. Also, outside the airport, you can see that they applied signatures, right, which will help you driving to the airport. Reflections also from the sun. So a lot of detail and let's say time likely spent on this, right? So it really looks cool. So if you love flying to New York, then you could consider this package because it looks really cool. Then we've got Vertical Sim. They updated the St. Pete Clearwater International Airport, Kilo Papa India Echo. That's in Tampa, also Florida West Coast. So it homes the U.S. Coast Guard Stadium Unit, as well as the Allegiant Airline Base and the U.S. Air National Guard Black Hawk Squadron. So what's included? In this case, the terminal with simple interior for maximum performance, fully modeled accurate USCG and FBOs, LODs for optimization, custom high-grade aero imagery, 2024 layout, pretty cool. So latest layout, as well as custom static models for the Coast Guard C-130s and Jayhawks, the custom taxiway signage, obstruction lights and guard lights, and high resolution, accurate texturing of airport buildings with full PBR suite, as well as custom bay bridge model. And if you apply that, then you will get this, right? You can see the level of detail, including the interior, is pretty serious, including, I would say, all the markings which are there. You can see that the runway and the taxiway also looks cool because there's some usage on it. Some private hangars also included, which are likely empty. This is, I would say, picture from the air. And this is the tail of one of the US Navy aircrafts or US Air Force aircrafts. So pretty cool. Now we've got landing challenges. EasyJet volume number 4 by VA Systems. Again, landing challenges. In this case, they focus on Germany and Portugal airports where you can use the standard terminal arrival routes to practice your landing skills as an EasyJet pilot. 48 unique scenarios. Liveries are included again. So have fun increasing your landing skills. Then we've got Teruel Airport, Lima Echo Tango Lima by FSDG. They updated this airport in Spain, which is pretty close to Valencia and Zaragoza. And there's not too much details on this, what they have included. So let's skip to the pictures. And here you can see it from the air. It's not an airport which is too big. Also pretty interesting. Airports or aircrafts are included. The exterior is modeled. So small airport, but still really nice. So if you love flying to Spain, this might be one of the packages you want to buy. Then we've got Humberto Delgado International Airport, Lima Papa Tango in Portugal. So that's also known as Lisbon Airport, right? That's probably the name which some of you know, as the 12th largest airport as of 2023 in Europe in terms of passenger volume. So what's included? 100 highly detailed buildings with PBR texturing, some with parallax 3D rooms, a partial internal terminal model with parallax texturing, complete modeled ground polygon, including realistic decals, dirt, taxi lines and surfaces, modeled and functioning taxiway bridge. Airport uses real-world elevation and runway slope, as well as the custom animated glass jetways. Animated radar tower, airline parking codes and modified airport services, updated AFCAT parking spots and taxi names, as well as the custom model taxi signs with lightning. Improved taxiway and runway with improved lighting, as well as multiple objects and color placed over the airport using SDK and custom objects. So it's also compatible with GSX. So if for those who are using GSX, then you can use it. Of course, that's only on the PC version. And if you apply that, then you will get these details, right? So if you see that there are a lot of details being added to the airport, uh, including, let's say, updated items, which they mentioned in their documentation. Also, this part really nicely modeled. Different aircraft types, pretty clear signs. And this is also, if you look at this looks really cool. So, Humberto Delgado Airport in Lisbon. Then we've got four simmers. They released the Pilatus PC-12, which is, I would say, actually a livery pack, right? So it's not the aircraft itself. And then they provide you with 47 additional liveries. Keep in mind that you need to have the PC-12 aircraft from SimWorks Studios, else it won't work. In this case, sorry, not 47, but only 15 liveries are included for all variants, totaling 60 options. So 47 is not correct, 15 is not correct, but 60 is correct. And if you apply that, then you will get this, right? So multiple, let's say, liveries for the Pilatus PC 1247. So really cool. Then we've got the Highland Bush Strips pack number 2, PNG by ORBX. So they released this package from the indie developer Ken Hall, and that will make it possible to land on airports like this, right in the middle of nowhere with the bush strips. But again, if you love flying bush strips, then this could be a package which you could consider because you can see that they added a lot of detail, right? So they added buildings, they added some, I would say, nature around it, right? Also animals I saw. So that's really cool. So if you love flying this bush trips, then these, I would say, or this package could be something which you might want to buy and enjoy. Then we've got the Real Effects AN225, which adds more effects to the Antonov aircraft. It's created by Salvo Corporation. So in addition to the default effects, it will add additional effects like these, right? So the cockpit effects, St. Elmo's fire, the wind speed bug splatter. And if we look at the engine effects, the engine intake vortices reactive to the engine power, engine intake condensation, and several other cool things. And if you apply that, then you will get this, right? So hopefully they post some clear pictures. Here you can already see the exhaustion. It's more realistic. So keep in mind that you will need to have the Antonov, of course, because else it won't work. But if you've got the Antonov and you want to add some more realism to the Antonov, then this could be cool because you can now apply the Real Effects Plus released by South Oak Corporation, including spoilers on the window. Uh, Probably recognize it if you're driving your car, right? Or maybe on your motorcycle. So, pretty cool package, which will add some more realism to the Antonov AN225. Then we've got Prof SC and Nortime Missions. They released the San Francisco Helicopter Puzzle Tour. And if you know both of them, they are, say, pretty good in releasing those bush trips. In this case, it's a puzzle tour, right? So you can puzzle around in the San Francisco area where you can search for certain things. Keep in mind that you will need to have both World Update number 2 and 10 installed, and it's available in multiple languages. The good thing is that it will also add 10 new helipads in San Francisco or around. And if you do that, then you will get, I'd say, nice stuff. So you can explore San Francisco using a helicopter, but also land on spots which are not currently available only if you buy this package. Then we've got San Gil Airport, Sierra Kilo Sierra Golf. It's in Colombia, released by Salvo Corporation in partnership with Global Design. So what's included? Highly detailed models with high-resolution PBR textures, up-to-date runway, taxiway apron and stand layout, as well as the custom and accurate taxiway signage, and the realistic dynamic lighting. So it's not an airport which is really big, but it could still be interesting, right? If you love flying into Colombia, then this could be a package which you want to buy because they are adding a lot of nice things to this airport, as you can see on the screenshots, right? So a lot of detail on the runways, but also an updated layout, of course. Then Dream Scenery. They released the VFR Object Boston region. And with these packages, they're updating mostly the industry and harbor area. So if we scroll down, we can see that they implement a lot of things where they also elevated the boats or the ships, right? And they also updated the water. So if you love flying VFR, especially around the industrial area, then this could be something which you might want to buy because it will add some more realism to Flight Simulator 2020. They also did the same thing for New Orleans. So similar, I would say, customizations, only different city. But again, it's beautiful because it will give you so much more detail in this area, which will likely make it more pleasant to fly with your aircraft, especially if you love flying the VFR method. So nice. Then last one, Kertajati International Airport, Whiskey India Charlie Alpha by Goodisim. It's in Indonesia. It's in West Java, right? So you can you can try this airport. It's frame friendly, detailed building ground, updated FCAT, PBR texture, multi-layered apron texture, near accurate building model, as well as the airport with interior. So if we look at the screenshots, we can see that this airport has indeed been updated, right? So you can see that the usage on runways and taxiways and aprons, sorry, is good. This also has been updated. This is the interior of the terminal. So also looks pretty nice. This is if you look from the air. The tower itself. Night. Also looks good. And now another picture from night. Also looks pretty good. Right? And with that, we're at the end of this list. And we discussed 31 new items. So a little bit combination of some new airports, some new scenery, as well as a lot of, I would say, bush trips or practice missions, which you can use to increase your flight simulator skills. Here ends this video. I hope you liked it. If you liked it, then consider to use the like button. If you got questions or comments, then feel free to post them in the comment box below. And if you want to stay up to date about new videos I'm posting, then make sure that you're subscribing to my channel. Thanks for watching and see you next time.